So hello YouTube and welcome to another trade breakdown video. Today I'm gonna talk you through a trade that I think is pretty interesting and I do see occur very often on the ES. And it is the pivot, so the stop loss grab pretty much, and then liquidity build up and no follow through on a key point of pivots, and then pretty much rally into the other direction because a lot of people are getting stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through this trade now. Just gonna explain real quick what I'm looking at. So this is my new setup that I'm using now. So I do have a 4000 tick chart here, which I'm kind of looking mostly at for my pivot. I do have this volume profile, so this is a weekly profile. Then I do have on the bottom a monthly profile, okay, and I do have a daily profile here as well. So I always know where the value area high and low are and where the low nodes are, because low nodes in general are kind of like acting kind of like support and resistance pretty much. And yeah, basically, like if you have, for example, low nodes on the weekly align with daily and monthly, for example, then it's kind of more important level. So with that being said, let's jump into the trade. What I wanted to look at basically here is that if we look at those pivots, okay, so we had this run up, okay, of the open, and then we had one pullback here with a wick and another pullback here with another wick, okay. So my thought process is, okay, so there are probably a lot of people with their stops sitting just below these two pivots here, okay. So they here and here, probably lots of people who have the stops here who either entered somewhere in here or who maybe even entered from the start or anywhere really. They probably might have some stops sitting down here. And on top of that, there might be some breakdown traders or some momentum traders interested in shorts with a break of this, okay. So that's really a level of interest. On top of that, we do have there here on the if you look at the weekly here, we do have a very low noded area here just around this area as well. So on the weekly profile, obviously on the daily as well, if you look at this node, and kind of even in the 17s here, like not so clearly, like this is like in the 17s, and we're on the monthly it's not that clear, but still around this area, okay. So we want to pay really close attention when price does get there and how it interacts especially, okay. So we do come down pretty hard here into this zone, okay. So now what I want to look at is also the order flow on the DOM and stuff like this. So you do see the bid pulling completely away, okay. This just completely flushing through here, and pretty much just flushing through here, kind of finding some sort of resistance around here, but still, like, this is just going down. And if you look at the order flow here, and if you look at bigger sellers, okay, like there are not really any bigger sellers pushing this down so much, okay. So this just dropped from basically 25s here, okay, all the way now within really, it is a 30-second chart, so like in 1 minute this dropped from the 28s to the 18s here, okay. So this dropped 10 points without really any big sellers, okay. So this just dropped off of pulling on the bid side, okay, and just small sellers really. So this kind of looks not so real, okay. You don't see much big lot orders hit here. And now we kind of want to see what happens if we approach this low here. And we are like breaking this for the first time, and what you see on the tape here is strong buying, okay. So we did break this pivot, so we just broke this small pivot here, and we like found big buyers here, okay. So like 193, 86, 132 lots, okay, and immediately push it back up. So this is a sign for me, they kind of like trying to hold this area here, okay. And maybe like buyers being interested in wanting to build a position here. Now we do also see some bigger sellers step in, but they are not really getting it down here, okay. So the price is kind of stalling here. I'm not entering yet though. because I kind of want to see them take out this wick here as well. I kind of really need to see what happens. This is a little bit lower, okay? So we could see like another flush if we take out this wick, and if we don't see that flush, that's a very good indicator that the uptrend might still be in play. And they just want to take out some small retail guys who have their stops here before they take it lower, okay? And in order to fill a bigger position down here. I see a lot of absorption here. Now you do see bigger sellers drop this, but they are struggling. They are not really getting it down. You see this just to the same tick, even not broke yet. Okay, they didn't break it yet. Now they finally broke this low here. Okay, just by one tick or just to the tick, I think, or not even broken it yet. They're still struggling. Like there is nothing really, like they can't get it down here. So here I'm like entering, okay. And right now I'm thinking, okay, they just struggling so hard here. This looks like it wants to hold. So for me, this now becomes a really good trade. So I'm entering here, respecting my stop. Okay, so if we do get the flush, like I don't want to be a part of it, but we really shouldn't. Like if I'm right, like we might get another spike here. Now we get this spike. Okay, now we get this spike below this pivot. Okay, and what happens? Look at the tape. We immediately find big buyers here stepping. Okay, and just the sellers really kind of not being there anymore. More big buying on the tape. And now the sellers are giving up. Okay, now their offers just pulling away at this point. And now we just trade. Now I'm really thinking, okay, this trade is on. Okay, so now I'm moving my take profit because now I'm thinking, okay, this trade is on. Okay, so my thought process is, okay, now a lot of people are stuck here. Okay, so they pretty much took out all the stops of the people below this and filled a big buying position. We saw big buyers accumulate here for a while here. Okay, like good while here, accumulating big buyers, and maybe some who wanted to FOMO this breakdown and short into it as well. Like they're all stuck here down. Like everybody who shorted here is like very stuck now. And so I think this has a huge potential. So at this point, I'm waiting here, seeing what happens, because here we do have a kind of low noted area here, and also if you look here, this is a kind of low noted area. So, but I wanna like this has huge potential, and usually if this breaks this has very good potential. So I kind of want to stay in this. Now we do see the sellers try the second time. Okay, they did try another time to push it down here. The bid is getting a little bit weaker now, and we do see big sellers step out. So this is what you don't really want to see at this point. And now a big flush here again. But this flush, once again, this flush here was pretty much on no volume. So this was again just pulling on the bid. Okay. Now we're finding a bid again. We're seeing buyers again. And they're trying to take it low once more, pretty much. I'm staying patient, okay? So like I'm really working right now on staying patient in my trades and like respecting my stops and just not over trading. I kind of had a big problem with this the last couple of weeks, like cutting trades way too early and fast. Now price is starting here. Like now it's kind of getting scary here. Now, if we do break this pivot now, but this is crucial now. If we break this pivot and we have follow through, I'm wrong on this trade, okay, I'm just wrong. But we break it once again, just by one tick, maybe to get the last couple people out here who kind of moved the stop here, or who jumped in long here on this spike, okay. And once again, seeing it one tick lower. So that's here, like now you see me adjust my take profit even higher. This is because the EV now has changed for me. So this, with those people being stuck here, okay, like this was good. Like I thought, okay, maybe take it here to the value area high or somewhere here. But now that we tested it a second time and we got even more people trapped here short, and probably a lot of more people shorting here, this zone here, kind of, okay, for the breakdown. So more people short. So this is probably gonna get even more explosive, in my opinion. So that's why I moved my take profit there. And I think I entered a second lot. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't actually move my take profit. I entered a second lot. So I'm gonna rewind this. So that's what happens there. So yeah, that's why I entered the second lot. Sorry about that. So I'll wait here. Okay, I'm not entering the second lot yet. I'm waiting. And now that I see this, okay, now I see this, okay, one tick lower, have zero follow through here, okay. No really any, no follow through, even though we got one tick lower, okay, and quite the opposite happened. We kind of rejected into the other direction. So at this point, I'm just adding a second lot here, okay. So I entered the second lot. So this was not the take profits change. This was adding a second lot here. Yeah, now basically I'm very confident in this trade. I don't know. It's kind of this is scary here. Like this testing the low again is kind of scary, but once again we tested it and boom. Okay, like this is good. This is now getting even better. Like with each time this goes one tick lower and then reject, that's a good sign. If you know, in my opinion, because at this point there are probably even more people stuck. You always you don't have to just to think where you trading and stuff like this. So I kind of like to think all the time what are other people's thinking. Okay, it's like kind of like playing poker or something. Okay, so you don't just want to think what you think. Basically, you want to think what other people might be thinking. Okay, like it's all trading, in my opinion, is somewhat of a mind game as well. What do you think regarding to the price action that other people's might be thinking when they look at the chart? Because everybody's looking at the same chart, the same order flow, whatever, okay? And you kind of wanna try to figure out what are the other people's thinking. If you know what the other people are thinking, yeah, then you can out-trade them. Because for me, example, especially, I wanna kind of think what is retail thinking, okay? What would your average retail trader be thinking? Why do I want to think that way? Because we know that 95% or so of retail traders lose money trading, okay? So we know that. That's a stat. Like almost every guy trading a standard retail methodology is losing money. So if you do the exact opposite of those guys, you're gonna make money, right? So that's like my thought process behind it. And that's what I'm thinking here. Okay, I'm thinking here, yeah, okay, retail, this looks like a short to retail. So, and probably a lot of retail are getting in here. So this should look like a long to me, okay? Especially if I have order flow and the tape confirm it. Like I do like it. Oh yeah, this is really not the best sign right now that the price is coming down again. But this is what I'm working on right now, okay? So once I made my mind up about a trade, especially those bigger plays here, I'm not moving my stops. I'm not canceling my trades early. I kind of just wanna respect my stops now. Especially for now, because I used to just always cut them as soon as they went against me. And he ended up eating a lot of paper cuts because it wasn't just not going, and then once it went, I wasn't in it. So right now, if I have a bigger picture idea on a setup, just let the trade breathe a little bit, okay? So now it starts working here. I think, I don't remember quite 100%, but I do think. Because now, like, these big buyers, in my opinion, now have accumulated a big position down here. And all those sellers are trapped, basically. Like, if this goes higher, all those sellers are trapped, okay? And you want to at least take it here to value area high. Again, probably. Which would make a lot of sense here. Okay, the 23 is something like this. It's also the daily point of control here. If you look at this, okay, so if you the daily point of control at 2250, which is kind of the, yeah, it's pretty close to the value area high of the week. It's also, I think, like kind of low noted area here. If you look, it's kind of the low noted area at the end of this bulk of here. So that's why we want to kind of look at for the first take profit. I don't remember if I actually do take it off there. So now we do get a big spike here. Now people are just getting here. Pretty much that's the shorts who are getting squeezed out here. Now we are at this point of control on the daily. You can see it on the 30-second chart. So this is the daily profile. So we're at the point of control on the daily. We're also at the top of this range on the weekly, and we're kind of this low noted, this couple low noted ticks here on the monthly as well. So here's some resistance to be expected. I think I also said that in my live stream. You can also go back on the live stream and watch the entire thing if you want to see me comment it live. Yeah, here I can do it a little bit better. But I think I did a pretty good job as well in the live as well. So the trade is here around 50 minutes or so in the total live. So now at this point, I'm thinking, okay, this trade is fine, like unless it breaks this low note here again, okay, after daily, and really trades below this here again, then I want to put it. I do take one off here, which is fine, I guess. I take partials here, okay, on this point of control, because obviously it could theoretically return here, but yeah, maybe could have kept it on as well. So don't really know if it was all the best idea, but I think it's fine. Like, it's a good point to take partials in my opinion. Now we're kind of struggling here at this point of control. I'm gonna make it a little bit faster for you guys. Gonna make it a little bit faster here. So I don't really remember here what's happening or how this played out here. And now we kind of gotta go going down again here. So we do have this low node here, which should hold. Okay, so you can see it spike below into this low node here on the daily, but you don't really want to see trade volume here, okay, or like go beneath that. Then I would kind of get out of this trade. But as long as we're like holding above this low node here, I'm fine with it, honestly. Now it's kind of getting boring, so I'm sorry about that. I need to speed it up even more here. Yeah, trading is boring sometimes. Can't do nothing about it, but you gotta still be patient. So I'm really like proud of this session here on Thursday because I was patient. Okay, I didn't just pull out of it like I usually do. I respected my stop and stuff like this. Now we're approaching again the highs here. Now I want to see if we can break it. Now at this point you should kind of see it break. Now we're at this value area high on the weekly. So once again, this was also just kind of a top tick here. So at this point you gotta be careful. Like you don't that's getting dangerous here because why? Because we just got one tick higher than this swing here, and now we're falling in. So at this point, you could consider like pulling this trade, but you really don't want to unless we break this low here. So unless this low here, also this low noded zone here gets broken, you don't really want to pull it because if you know this volume profile Belker system, so like as long as this low node here holds, like this trade should be fine, and you don't really want to pull it. You could pull it here at the highs again. If you want to, but you shouldn't really pull it on and pull back into this. And now it should kind of start to break eventually, if you want to be right here. Obviously, now it's breaking, yep. Now it should have a pretty easy time going through all this, because here we don't have much volume, okay? So this is the big profile here, okay? Also on the daily. So here, this can really speed up. So this is why this has huge potential and why you kind of want to hold this for this, okay? Because if this breaks out of a zone like this can really run because there's not much kind of resistance for it, okay? Up there. Now we also, if you're looking at the monthly here, we're having nothing here, okay, nothing to really hold this back. And we also probably have a lot of stops sitting here above, so this should probably get at least to here, like pretty fast and pretty easy, which it kind of does here, okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I think I might pull this even a little bit early then, but it's okay. Like I should still be holding this. I exited here, so I did pull it here. Oh, which ended up not being that bad of a pull actually. Okay, so I did pull it here. I kinda would love to see me hold it longer. Like I do wanna see it. I didn't know. I think now I was trying to put another indicator on, like the delta, which someone in the stream told me about. What I would love to see myself do is to wait on to not pull it here basically, and see how we do and how we interact at this value area. Like if we do come here and just blast through it, then obviously I want to be out on the next pullback to it. Or if we kinda hold here and maybe approach higher, you could still hold the runner, because I already took partial, so I kind of could hold the second one here, really. So anyways, that's for that. Let's see how this went. Okay, so this now and I put this on here, this indicator, just like I said. Yeah, we're kind of holding here, so not sure really. Like maybe I should have pulled it here. So right now I think I should have, and right now I should have pulled it. Okay, so why? Because we did fall just through here. Okay, we fall to the bottom of this curve. So I probably would have pulled it anyways on the pullback to here, and not held it. With my trading style, obviously I think it went higher that day. I don't remember though. Like, but I would have pulled it here. Like once this pull broke through the middle of this curve again and didn't hold the top of this value area, so pulled through the middle, and I want to exit on the first pullback here, so I would have probably exited somewhere here, the second lot anyway. So yeah, basically I got kind of, wouldn't call it lucky, but it was after all, like watching in hindsight now, it was a good exit. But since this is the runner, I kind of should have waited for the pullback to occur, kind of see it pull back, how it interacts here, and if it falls through, which it did, then gonna get out on the first pullback to here, and obviously like kind of trail my stop here as well, if in case we just completely rush through. So with that being said, I hope you liked today's trade breakdown. If you have any questions, or like if you're watching any of my live streams during the session, or later on, like if you're watching on the weekends or something like this, you can always like ask me in my Discord, tell me, hey, what about this trade on this time, like on this day? Why did you take it? What were your thoughts behind it? Stuff like this. Some people do that. And then I love to make videos about these trades. And then pretty much just break them down for you guys. So also I have some content for you to put out, and you maybe get another prospect and another pair of eyes and thoughts behind it. Because like I said, it's all not just important what you think that's happening and what you see in the market, but you also have always to think about what are other people's thinking when they're seeing the charts, okay? If you know what the other people and the other traders are thinking, then you kind of have an edge on its own, because if you know what the other people are thinking, you kind of know what the other people are doing, and a lot of people together are moving price. So if you know what the other people are doing, you kind of can build your thought process around this, okay? Now in combination with edge, obviously, like with some sort of system, but in kind of your system in combination with what the other people are thinking, especially if you compare what your average retail Joe who always loses money thinks, okay, based on just price action and patterns and stuff like this. And if you see a divergence from what the retail guys are thinking because of price action and what the big buyers are doing. Because remember, big buyers need liquidity to fill their big positions, so they kind of want to take price somewhere. But retail is thinking, okay, here I put my stop, or here I put my breakout, or something like this, because they need to fill a big position. And in order to fill a big position, they need stupid people to either buy or sell to them, okay? So they go on to a random place on the chart where, not a random place, to a place on the chart where probably a lot of retail people are thinking the same thing, and then selling to them. Okay, so like here, retail had a lot of sell stop orders probably, which are market orders. So the institutional guys could limit buy all the retail sell stop orders here, okay, and fill a position. So that's how I want to see the market and how I want to look at it, how I kind of build my edge around it, okay. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check my Discord if you want. I'm trying to build a community. Check my homepage. And also, if you want to support me in any way, if you sign up with Apex, use my coupon code, use my affiliate link. Like 3 people did already. I'm 100% transparent about my affiliate earnings. So 3 people did already. It's a total of $11 affiliate earnings. I really appreciate it. So huge shout out to you guys, to the 3 of you who signed up for my video, through my affiliate link. And see you guys in the next video.